Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. It's Monday the 22nd of July. You catch me here in Chateau Keeling on the west coast of Wales, where it's absolutely roasting this morning. It looks like we are going to be in for a hot day. So let's take a look at the details. Now, as we've been saying, well, for several weeks now, change is underway. This is the prediction of rainfall for the next week, taking us through to next Monday. And you can see here, look, this block of the heaviest of the rain across Scotland, through northern parts of England, down through northern parts of Wales and into parts of the Midlands. I still think typical rainfall totals in the next week 20 to 40 millimetres here, although more probably across higher ground. Now the big question mark is over the detail and the timing of the storms and when they come through. I think there'll be some isolated ones today on Monday, but I think the more widespread storms are going to be tracking their way northwards through England and eastern parts of Wales during the course of Tuesday, gradually developing further north and kind of just creating themselves further north as well as we go through Tuesday, with some cooler weather coming through Wednesday, but still some storms around in the north even on Wednesday. Excuse me. You notice here as well heavier outbreaks of rain affecting western parts of Ireland. I think here we could be looking at 30 to 50 millimetres of rain from those storms, less so towards the east. And you'll notice as well, look, less in the way of storms down through southern Wales, southwest England and southern England. Now, treat these figures with a little bit of a pinch of salt just at the moment, because I really don't think the models have got a great handle on this, but the rough areas as to where the rain is likely to be during the next week is probably about right. Now, as I said, difficult to pin down the detail for this one, but the GFS ensemble graph gives us an idea as to where things will go. This is Birmingham. Now, this is quite representative of the country. I think the breakdown takes place in the west and south first and gradually spreads its way eastwards. I think wherever you are, don't bank on dry weather during this week. If you've got jobs that are dry critical, don't do them is basically the message. You'll notice here, look, we've got this peak of temperature today. I think it could get up as high as 33 or 34 in parts of London today. I think elsewhere more typically 25 to 30 degrees. Notice though this drop off in temperatures, look, as we go through the week and we get these cooler conditions coming through middle part to the latter part of the week, but then we do see a slight rise again into next weekend. Next Sunday again sees temperatures back up to around 25s, but then look, we go much cooler as we head into the end of July and into the beginning part of August. Also notice here the rainfall as well, you can see here, that occurs on most days. Now I think from it's sort of here on in, it's in the form of showers or just weak fronts coming through, but here, particularly in this early stage and again at the weekend, it's probably going to be in the form of heavy showers and thunderstorms. Those showers and thunderstorms though fairly well isolated, so saying that a whole area is going to get affected is really tricky. I think there will be isolated downpours rather than anything kind of more widespread. And the reason why it's happening and the reason we've got uncertainty, I just wanted to show you this. This is the 500 millibar flow. A bit technical, but this is basically the 500 millibar surface, which is about 18,000 feet high in the atmosphere. It rises and it lowers. It goes higher with warmer air, lower with cooler air. So these are the heights in tens of meters. So here we have a height of 5,600 metres, this is 5,760 metres. However, what's important is the lines. The lines are a bit like isobars, they join lines of equal height, and where we get a dip such as that, a U-shape, that's a trough, and where we get an N-shape, that's a ridge. Now, the ridge is built because of warm air, so what's happening here is this southerly wind is pumping warm air into the ridge here, and here the west-northwesterly wind is pumping cold air into the trough here. So that strengthens the ridge, this strengthens the trough. Now this is the chart from midday today. Our ridge is what's been causing the fine weather at the moment, but watch the trough out to the west, because by midday tomorrow the trough has moved its way eastwards, look, and the ridge is getting squeezed. Warm air still pumping north, so it's building the ridge ever further northwards, so the high pressure effectively at the surface is still close by, but this ridge is being pumped in by the colder air. Sorry, the trough is being pumped in by the colder air, and our trough line lies through here. There's also a little trough line that goes through here as well, which is moving north, and it's that colder air coming in aloft with the lower heights that triggers the thundery showers. Now by midday on Wednesday, look, we've got the centre of low heights west of Ireland. Here is our trough. By then it's gone through all parts of the country with our ridge still out towards the east. This is feeding cooler air in all the time, so what it's doing is it's cooling off this section of the atmosphere. Now by Thursday you can see what's happened. Look, here's our ridge, which has effectively been cooled off by this cooler air that's coming in from the west. So the ridge has weakened. There's another trough coming into the west here, and this is being fed by cold air coming in from Greenland and Iceland. And as that cold air feeds down here, it strengthens this ridge, and in turn it turns the flow more into a southwesterly, which should build this ridge back northwards. And if we look at Friday, and then because of that north, you see that's exactly what's happened. Look, there's our strengthened ridge, and there is our strengthened trough. Now that means that across eastern parts of the country we're still in this kind of ridge situation, which as this continues to turn more southerly will bring warmer air back in. But for the north and the west of the country it's not so good news, because that colder air is aloft associated with the trough, particularly Scotland, Ireland, the west of Wales, and it's that creates the showers and the potential for thunderstorms that we're likely to see here. But it does bring cooler and more comfortable conditions here too. And by Saturday, look, you can see just how sharp that trough has become, look, and how sharp the ridge is as well. And by Sunday, it's a really extended feature, look, down here and up here. So we get the trough coming through properly by then destabilising things all the time, especially out towards the west. And then by Monday, our new trough has moved through. Look, here it is. It's gone eastwards, and everybody comes back into this west-southwesterly flow, which again brings the more unsettled conditions across the British Isles. So I know that one was a bit of a technical one today, but I think it's important that you kind of understand what's going on in the upper atmosphere as well as at the surface, because the next few days are going to be those sort of days where actually surface charts don't mean a lot, and you'll hear us talk a lot on TV bulletins about uncertainty in where the showers and the thunderstorms are going to be. And I think it's very easy when you hear those forecasts, isn't it, to think, well, why on earth can't they get it right? You've got all these supercomputers that predict where these conditions are going to be. Well, the reason is that when you've got so many mechanisms that are underway in the atmosphere, it's difficult to get that detail into the forecast, particularly when you're looking at shortwave troughs running through below long wave troughs, and then you've got surface trough features as well. It's very difficult to sort of pin down what's going on there. I'm hoping to get another video online later just explaining a little bit, looking at the skew T diagrams and tephigrams and why it is that thunderstorms aren't going to be so widespread today as they will be on Tuesday. I'll do that if I get time. But for now, thanks for watching, and again, just a reminder, we're kept free of charge by the adverts that are around the screen here. So by you coming back and using the site, that keeps us free of charge. So thanks for doing that. And for now, keep the sun shining and have a great day. Bye for now.